not the leaders.
These aren't the right people.
Beep. Good evening, cadets. My name is O.C. Pineda, and if you couldn't tell by the title, today's lesson will be on the leader's code and its meaning to you, a cadet officer. Let's get started. Wait. Quick disclaimer. Please pay attention to the box and underlined words and or phrases. Thank you. Please pause the video if needed. So, talking about the first paragraph, I guess the first box word is setting the example. And that, cadet, was not setting an example. As an officer, as a leader, it is very much important to set the example for other cadets, especially the incoming cadets, because you have to think, the incoming cadets, the new cadets, they don't know any better. They don't know what's already expected of them like we know what's expected of us. Therefore, we have to set the example. We have to show them how to act professional. We have to show them military courtesy. We have to show them these things like we were shown these things. That is the very first most important thing about the first paragraph. The second is know my job. And again, knowing your job, that falls back to set the example. Knowing your job is knowing you have to set the examples for these cadets. You have to show them military courtesy if you expect military courtesy back. Because if you're not professional, if you're not respectful, then how are you going to expect them to be respectful and have military courtesy and have respect back to you? Again, please pause the video if needed. Take the initiative and seek full responsibility. Let's take a minute and think of what that means to you. Hopefully you guys had enough time to think of what taking the initiative and seeking full responsibility means to you. So now let's talk about it. Taking the initiative. When you were in NCO, you had stuff lined up for you. Every day when you came into class, you had what you're supposed to do. However, that's not the case. You're an officer now, or you're hoping to become one. Now, all the lesson plans, all the steps, all the daily schedules, that's not going to be planned out for you. You need to do those. You need to take the initiative to plan those out. Take the initiative and take the time to make sure it's fun, make sure it's safe, make sure cadets are learning. Also, besides that, take the initiative when there's crickets. Take the initiative, step in there, lead the cadets. You're a leader. That's the whole point of being an officer, is because if you don't do it, then no one else is going to do it, and the cadets will not learn, the event will fail, etc. Okay, so now I seek full responsibility. Yes, as an officer, things are going to go amazing, events are going to go amazing, it's going to be exactly how you planned it. But at the same time, it's not going to go very well. It's not going to go how you planned it. And that's okay. Failure is always a chance to improve, to grow, to strive. So as an officer, you don't only take the blame if something goes right. You also take the blame if something goes wrong. Because again, it's not always a bad thing. You take that in, you learn from that, so next time it doesn't happen.
Time.
Take this time to pause the video and get water or use the restroom. You guys know the drill already. All the cadets were out on the field training. But wait, what's this? Cadet Billy did not know what to do. He was lost. But here comes brave Major Patrick. He grabbed Billy by the hand, leaded him to the group, and he started conducting their field training as a team. This made Cadet Billy and the rest of the cadets so much more happier. Okay, here we have Major Patrick. What did Major Patrick do when he didn't see Cadet Billy was training with the rest of the cadets? He, going back, took the initiative and trained his cadets as a team. This is very important. The California Cadet Corps, we're all about teamwork. We're all about working together. That's how we create good events. We bounce off ideas. Also for new cadets, training them as a team keeps them all up to speed, because the last thing we want is a cadet to suffer. We don't want a cadet to get left behind, to be confused. That's not what we're about. We train our cadets as a team so they all have the same knowledge. For this next part, please pay attention. The next part is so important. I make their welfare one of my prime concerns. This is so important. The cadets, you may not think of it, but when they go to events, when they go to after school drill, when they practice, when they go to bivouacs, they put their trust in us to keep them safe. They don't have to say it. We should know. Cadets, it's a life. Their life is important. We don't want them to get hurt. We don't ever want to make that phone call to a parent or guardian and say their cadet got hurt. No matter what, no matter before anything, before any event, before any lesson, before any drill, we need to make sure that the cadets are being cared for. It is your job to make sure that your cadet is being cared for, that they don't pass out, they don't get hurt, they don't twist their ankle, anything. We need to make sure that we keep our cadets in tip-top shape, because who executes the mission? The cadets. If we don't have the cadets, the NCOs, the new cadets to perform the task isn't going to get done. That is why we need to keep the cadets safe, and not just for that reason, just overall outside the cadet corps, just make sure everyone is as safe as can be. Ugh, he's still talking? Guys, we're on the final paragraph. Just stay strong. So, selflessly, that is a huge word for being a good leader. Selflessly, that means you're not gonna have to be told what to do. You don't need to be forced to do anything. You taking the initiative yourself to do something. If you see a lesson plan isn't done, selflessly finish it. If you see that your cadets are bored, have them get up, have them go outside, have them march. If a cadet isn't understanding the material properly, don't put them down, don't just ignore it, don't let them fall behind. Again, train them as a team. Go back, make sure he understands, review the lesson, give extra notes. That goes for even if a cadet is struggling anywhere, go back, help them. If something isn't done, do it again. That's with the acronym SIR, the first S, selfless service. That's what you need to do to be a good officer. It's so important. It will take you so many places. Alright guys, that concludes today's lesson. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you gained knowledge that you didn't have before. I really hope this helped you. Again, go back, pause the video, read the code, understand the leader's code. It's going to help you so much. Once again, my name is OC Pineda. I really hope you enjoyed my lesson, and until next time. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you. Have a blessed rest of your day.